Good afternoon, everyone. This is your host, Chantel of Speak Your Way. Hope you're all having a wonderful day. It is Monday, March 7th, and this is the start of a brand new week. I know here in Windsor, it is not the greatest of days with the skies looking gray, and in some parts of the city, the rain has fallen, or there's more chance for showers ahead. That just means we need to look past those dark skies and find that sunshine within. I hope you all enjoyed Art Therapy Thursday, as it's something I definitely will be incorporating into Speak Your Way's show. Something not too serious, yet something that we can use right out of our mental health toolboxes when we are feeling down or frustrated or full of anxiety, as a way to cope and to get our negative thoughts out of our minds and onto the canvas, or whatever art material you so choose. That's the best part of it. Before we get started, please remember that this show is a safe space to speak. So therefore, we must treat everyone and all shows with the utmost respect. And if after today's show you would like to share your story with Speak Your Way audience, please feel free to email myself at speakyourwaypodcast@gmail.com, all in lowercase letters. Or if you're feeling brave and would like to be interviewed and you live in the Windsor-Essex County area, please feel free to email myself, again, at speakyourwaypodcast@gmail.com, all in lowercase letters. I would be happy to set something up with you. So, how is everyone feeling today out of 10? It's Monday. My number happens to be a little lower, around 6. But there is a but. I look forward to working on that number starting today with all of you. If your number is lower or around the same, as I always say, there are no perfect numbers, no perfect days, and no perfect people. So, if you woke up this morning out of that big bed of yours, I give you a big high five. It is a big start in the right direction, and if you happen to be a 10, I am extremely happy for you and very proud. Don't forget to pull out those tools from your mental health toolbox if you are struggling today. Also, if you need a little help, go ahead and feel free to email me. I am always around by email to help you strategize ways to assist you with that toolbox. Again, the email address is speakyourwaypodcast@gmail.com, all in lowercase letters. So let's get started here. I have a question for all of you out there watching today's show. Have you ever tried to quit something, such as smoking, alcohol, or any substance of your choice? Was it easy to do? Did you recognize that you even had a problem in the first place? Or was it a family member or a friend who had to point it out to you that there was even a problem to begin with? In the city that I live in, Windsor, Ontario, we not only struggle with the COVID-19 pandemic, but we also struggle with something else that is an opioid crisis. And it's not just opiates, but alcohol and other substances being sold on our streets today. Recently, our health unit put out another warning about the large amount of people dying due to overdoses in a very short period of time. Most of them caused by fentanyl. And by the way, those are just the ones that are reported. They even mentioned in the news how most agencies would now like to see naloxone kits being placed in hotels and motels, and also having more people trained on how to use those kits. And I myself, as an addiction mental health worker, happen to agree. This has always been a problem, not just where I live, but around the world, and even more now since the pandemic began. When our border was shut down, people had to think and get more creative with how they were going to bring drugs across. They had to get creative, like I said, and you can only imagine how that all worked out. This, to me, as an addictions mental health worker and a citizen of this city, became extremely alarming. And we need to all come together to fight this and to find a way to end this crisis with not only opiates, but all illicit drugs that are killing our loved ones and our friends. I am here today to talk with all of you about something called the stage model of recovery, developed in 1977 by James Prochaska and Carlo Di Clemente. There are 5 stages of readiness when it comes to recovery. The model assumes that the change is intentional on the part of the individual. I will be speaking on these changes, starting with the first 3, and then finishing the last 2 on next Monday's show. So I hope you will watch next week as well. The first stage is called pre-contemplation. Have you ever heard yourself say out loud, or someone else said this to you? I don't think I could quit, even if I wanted to. Or, I don't want you to tell me what to do when it comes to my drinking or substance use. Next, maybe, don't worry. Nothing serious has happened to me yet because of my substance abuse or my substance of choice. And lastly, I don't see any benefits of quitting, so don't bother. That is pre-contemplation. It is basically saying that you have no desire to change your behavior, and you may not be aware, or you are underaware, of the many problems associated with addiction. Your family or friends who are close to you may notice that you have an issue that definitely exists, but you yourself may notice that nothing is wrong and you continue on with your regular routine. Number 2 is called contemplation. Now we are in contemplation, and I'm wondering if you or a loved one or a friend has ever said these sentences out loud at any given time while trying to quit. Okay, now, I see how my drinking or substance use is or can hurt the people that I love around me. I have noticed people who have quit. They seem happy, and they even look healthier. Now I'm starting to get into trouble. Oh my God, I'm in trouble. And I'm experiencing serious consequences if I don't quit soon. I actually think I may be, and I will be healthier and happy if I take the chance on quitting. Do any of you recognize these sentences that I have mentioned? If so, or if not, it means that I am talking to you about contemplation. The contemplation stage means that now you have finally started to be aware that you may actually have a problem, and or that a problem exists. In this stage, you may also be starting to take this problem seriously, and that's a good thing. Yet, you are not quite ready to say no and commit to finally quitting. You may find yourself stuck in this stage for long periods of time. Now let's take a look at number 3. That is called preparation. Have you found yourself in the preparation stage saying to yourself or others, you know what? I'm starting to make a plan to cut down on my alcohol or substance of choice. Also, I'm looking into some resources that may actually help me on my way to recovery. Soon, I just might have a quit date. Maybe, just maybe, I will ask someone for help. Do you think they'll help me? Pre-contemplation means you are starting to have intentions along with your behaviors of changing. You are thinking about cutting back, and maybe next month will be your time to set a quit date. You may still be uncertain, but it's a good start. It means you are starting to intend to take action. There are 2 more stages to be spoken about, and that will come with the next week's show, like I mentioned. I want you all to know something, and this is very important. Because we all are different and no one is the same, people who choose to drink or use substances may also not be ready to quit. And how they choose to quit will differ from each other. That is why we can't force someone who is in the pre-contemplation stage to jump immediately into the final stage, as it would cause extreme issues, and you don't want to go there. You didn't become an alcoholic or a substance abuser overnight, so we can't just fix our problems or our loved ones' problems overnight as well. So we should never try to push someone into recovery, as tough as that may be. If you or a loved one is in need of help, please don't hesitate to reach out when you are ready. You may even want to start out by using your substances safely, such as harm reduction, and call or go to Positive Pathways here in Windsor. The number is 519-973-0222, located in the downtown Windsor area at 495 Patricia Street. There, you will learn how to use your substances safely, and a lot more other programs are involved at that place as well. Or you can call Withdrawal Management at 519-257-5225. Again, that number is 519-257-5225, located at 1453 Prince Road. You can also call the House of Sopherstein if you are ready to get treatment, for women only, at 519-252-2711. And also, you can call Canadian Mental Health at 519-255-7440. Those are just a few numbers today, and next week I will provide you with some more. Thank you for taking the time out today to watch this Monday's Speak Your Way show. It has been my pleasure. I look forward to Thursdays, where I will begin again with all of you for a little art therapy and learning a little more of what we can put into our mental health toolboxes. This is your host, Chantel of Speak Your Way. Till next time, have a wonderful day.